back up. Come back around. Come back around then. Come back around then. Come back around.
We gonna Queens wait for you. I know you coming on in. Where are you? There you go. We got 2 on board. Where the rest of them at? 7. All right, y'all coming in. Don't forget the thumbs up now. Don't forget to show your love. We got 9. That's right. We got 9. We talking about real life consequences and conditions. Yes, real. I got 1 thumbs. Thank you, beautiful. I got 2. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, 3 in the house. That's right. Come in, show the queen some. Ooh, it jumped to 6. Yes. Yes. 7. I love you guys. I love you. See, what people don't understand, 9 thumbs up. Thank you. That there is a consequence and condition to everything that you do.
Yeah.
Everything that you do, everything that you say, it is real life. Not pretend, not that TV stuff, not that made up stuff. See, shit that you see on Love and Hip Hop, stuff that you see on the Housewives of Atlanta, Dr. Phil. See, I know I've been on Dr. Phil, honey. They train you good over there because Dr. Phil want his ratings. You understand me? All of these shows, you know, Divorce Court, Judge Mathis, all of them. It is all make-believe. They're acting, they're getting things for money. You know, those people get paid to act a fool. You understand me? They get paid to act a fool. But in real life consequences, real life actions, everything you do has a consequence and has a condition. If you don't go to work, guess what? There's a consequence for that, right? You can't eat, you can't pay your car note, you can't pay your rent, you can't buy clothes, you can't do, that's a consequence. But if you go to work sometimes, a couple of days out the week, you play around, what is it? It's a condition to that. You're going to get paid a little bit of money. But then you still can't be able to afford all of your rent, all of your car note. You know, we do things, people will say, you know what, well, I give you this if you do that, under condition that you're going to do this. That you're gonna, same way how they do to these reality stars. Same way how they do on YouTube. On YouTube. They make promises. They make you think that they love you. You think that they are here for you, that they're genuine and everything. Come on now. You know wrong is wrong and right is right in everything that you do and you hear and you say and you talk about. There is a condition and there is a consequence. YouTube has gotten out of hand. Our world, you want to get really down to the real nitty gritty? Our world has fucking gotten out of hand. Look at our president. Look at the president. No matter what we all say, that ain't our president. Don't, right? Ain't that what we say? That ain't my president. That ain't our president. But the reality is, he is our president. That's who was voted in. Whether you want it to be or not, that's still your president, because that is who the president of the United States is. If you Google it, if you look it up, alley-ooped it, whatever it is going to say President Donald Trump. That might not be what you want. That might not be what you want, but that is what it is. That is what it is. That is who your president is. That's all. So, and then the consequences is, what is the consequence? The consequence is we, not me, but us, the people, voted him in. And now the consequence is what? The shutdown. Everything's shut down. The people, the middle class, everybody, they starving. Everything is going crazy. That is the consequence. When you go and you watch these you know, I want to cry to say, you know, because nothing's perfect, you know, nothing's unstable.
Okay.
Unstable, that's the word I want to use. When you come across unstable people, when you come across an unstable topic, there's something in you that triggers, especially us women, that lets you know that's not right. Maybe we shouldn't touch on it. Maybe we shouldn't. This is the reason why you hear us say, "Oh, I appreciate that."
What?
But people, you got others that they don't give a damn, and they figure there's no other way to hurt you. There's no other way to get to you. What do? That's the first thing they go for. That's the first thing that they go for. Your children. It's the first thing that they go for. Your looks. Your this and that. Because we in this society, us strong, supposedly be strong women, are lost. The black woman is the most strongest woman on this earth. One of the most strongest species on this earth. And guess what? Guess what? We the most hurtful. We the most conniving. We're the most backstabbing. And we don't do it to others. We do it to each other. We do it to each other. We got folks sitting around here talking about what the white man did, what the white girl did, let me tell you something. Did y'all see that video of that young lady? That young lady, she was at a black nightclub, black folks all around her that was getting raped. That was getting raped on camera, on a live. She's begging for help. They drugged her. And you got all these people. Everybody that's right now, one person helped her. You had other people recording it. Where we do that at? Where we do that at? Now, let me tell you something. If she had been in a white club and that was happening and a white guy was raping her, oh my God, they will be picketing. They'll be wanting to shut the club. I'm just keeping it 100. They'll be wanting to just shut the club down. They'll be sitting up there talking about how can you allow this. People be trying to trash stuff and doing it. It would literally be an outrage. It will be an outrage. But like they say, when it comes to us, there's no value. There's no value to the black woman. I'm just keeping it real. And you know why there's no value to the black woman? Because we don't value ourselves. We don't value ourselves. So if we don't value ourselves, we don't value each other. How you going to expect another race to value us? How you going to expect somebody else to value you? There's no respect. It's none. I apologize, guys. My signal's not coming in, and I'm not getting any of my comments. I can't see any of my comments. I don't know why, but I guess, I don't know. It's this, where the signal is in the house. I don't know why it's not popping in. Let me try to move around, y'all. Let me try to move around. My son don't even got it. He said it was no. Let's see if my signal is just not doing good. Let me see. I'm down here. I'm on the other floor. Let's see if it'll pop in a little bit now. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, we got to start valuing each other. We got to start, you know, making a change. Otherwise, we're gonna keep dealing with the same messed up consequences that we've been dealing with. Nobody's gonna change. YouTube is not gonna do anything. They always say, let them kill each other. How many times have you heard that? If you Google, if you go on YouTube, if you look back at different things that has happened throughout the years, throughout the centuries, they always say to the blacks, let them niggas kill each other. Let them kill each other. Let them hurt each other. And that's what we be doing. That's what we doing. We sit here and we don't value each other. They sit back and they laugh at us. They sit there and all of this mess and everything that's going on, you got all of these women, everybody going back and forth against each other, making a YouTube and this and that and everything else, and the other folks that sitting back there making the money, making all of the money. We got 2 YouTubers on here that is huge and well known, and that is Lovely T and Tasha K. And guess what? And they going at it. Everything that they doing is not right. Can you imagine if we got behind these two women, if they were just all positive, if they were doing things to strengthen the black community and everything, how strong things could be, how much power. I said a video, I said this a long time ago, I said this on another video. We are powerful as a force.
Bro, how is that all?
We are so powerful as a force if we would all pull together, if we would all stick together. It's a shame when you have to go outside of your family to get help. We all been through that. You've been through that, and you can't, depend on your husband. You can't depend on your sister. You can't depend on maybe your mom or your dad. And then you go outside and you be like, damn, that's a stranger. I only been knowing that person a week and they looked out for me. I've only been knowing that person, a few days, and they looked out for me. When my own family that I see every day, that I talk to every day, don't even look out for me, don't cherish me, don't worship me, don't say nothing positive. This is why I always say, you wake up in the morning, you feeling some type of way, honey, smile. Look at yourself and smile. Have you ever just looked in the mirror and just stared at yourself and found something about you? I've often been asked the question when I do events, when I've did fundraisers, when I've went to school functionings and things, and even job interviews. And they would say to me, what is the most, what is the one thing that people would say about you that, that they like, or that you've done or whatever? And I always say, or they say the one thing about yourself that you like. And I always say, my smile. My smile. Because no matter if I'm happy or sad or whatever, I'm always smiling. And people say, wow, your smile light up a room. Folks have said, man, Queen, I didn't even know you was going through that. Even when we were homeless and we was going through everything that we went through. When I did get on camera, I was on camera every day, all the time. And every time I got in front of the camera, I was smiling. I kept it positive, and they was like, wow, you would never believe that you were going through that. People was just like, how do you do it? And I sit back and I fight through the struggle, and I say, wow, God woke me up today. He had to woke me up for a reason. He had to do something to make me stronger, so I got to get out here and I got to fight. I got to fight. I got to fight. I got to fight. And I fought. I fought. I did everything. Just like now, I'm going to let y'all in on something. The past 2 days. What has been 2 days or 3, Benjamin, since the truck broke down, the van broke down? 2 days or 3 days? It's been 3 days since my van broke down. And the antifreeze and different things like that in there, and I went to get in it. It started up and then it turned itself off, and it just it just stopped. And so I had, people, some of the trolls and everything, they always say, every time she get on, she's begging for money. Every time she get on, she's asking somebody to get. If that's the case, I should have been on 3 days ago begging for money, because I've been having to figure out for 3 days how to get rides to work. What? And ask me, have I missed a day of work? Nope.
Oh, you got a block.
I haven't missed not one day.
Oh.
You know what? My son got me an Uber today to work and home. Yesterday, I called my job. I asked one of the co-workers. I said, can somebody order me an Uber, and I will pay you when I get, because Uber don't take the debit card. You got to have a credit card or a bank card, and I don't have that. So one of my co-workers said, Gina, I'll get you an Uber. And I said, honey, as soon as I get there, when I walk through that door, I have your money. And that's what I did, and that's how I got to work. So God makes a way. God makes a way out of no way. And I ain't asked nobody for nothing. Not for a dollar, not for nothing. Because at the end of the day, I need my job. I need to figure out how I need to make this work. I got to make this work, because I got to get to work to make it work, to keep it working. Because this, hey, baby, how you feeling? Good. Because this ain't going to pay for itself. And ain't nobody giving me nothing to help pay for it, to help cover it. So that's why I say you have to love you and focus on you. But see, somebody else, those that want to put you down, get on there. Oh, she said, and why didn't she do that? And woo, 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 woo. They want to change the narrative of everything. They want to change the positiveness of what you're doing and turn it into a negative. But what you won't do and what you won't say is, I sat here on my ass waiting for somebody to give me something. I ain't waiting for nobody to give me nothing. That's the reason, only reason why nobody ain't seen me, go live lately in my van. Because usually, y'all know I go live every morning when I go to work. That's the reason why I ain't did it, because I ain't been in it. And who wants to go live in the Uber car with the Uber guy there and there, people listening to you and all in your business and stuff like that. And sometimes, my mouth, and I talk about everything and anything. And so that, that's one of the reasons. But I'm not mad. I'm not worried. Because God has something in store, better in store for me. But I have to keep fighting. You going through something right now, you think everything has failed. You lost my job. You know how many people is out of work right now? Because of this shutdown. Folks has already gotten evicted. People is already going through things because of the shutdown. They don't know when, where, what, how they going to get through this or what they going to do. One of the Uber drivers told me, yeah, it's been a surge in new Uber drivers because of the shutdown, because the people have taken on doing Uber. So he said, at first I was getting all the rides and doing everything. Hey, babe.
Trump's trying to build that wall.
Yeah, yep, exactly. You're right, baby. You're right. My baby just said that happened because Trump's trying to build that wall. He paying attention. And, but the folks is like, I got to get money somewhere. So when you go and try to get money from, you go and get another job, but it's a job that everybody else is always already doing, guess what? Now those people are suffering because they not making as much money as they was prior, because there's more people now after their jobs or going for their jobs. I'm not going to say after their jobs because Uber, anybody can do Uber. But that's how it works. Folks starts to get desperate. They start, like I said, there is a consequence and a condition to everything that you do. You guys got to start thinking about these people that you're following. You got to start thinking about these people that you're promoting. You got to start, thinking about what you're doing. What you're doing when you're subscribing to people. Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. The next time you go on somebody's channel and they're dragging children, or you're a woman yourself, right? And they're dragging another woman for filth. Ask yourself, would you want this to happen to you? Would you want this to happen to your daughter? Would you want somebody to do this to your sister? And then say, man, is this where I really need to be? Do I really need to listen to this? We all have choices. And like I said before, everybody like a little bit of messiness, like a little bit of fun. What happened to those times when it was fun? What happened to those times? Me and the young lady this morning, we were talking about back in the day. Remember when, if you're my age, when we called it Joneses, now they call it, gags and all this other stuff. They got all kind of names, Jonin, whatever it is. When you talked about, we said, I know my mama, but your mama, back and forth, and we laughed it off. And you went on and did what you do. I remember bullying was when somebody came and snatched your hat off your head. Or when somebody came up behind you and pulled your pants down, and you was just tired of it, but you might have did by 3 or 4 guys every day, or 3 or 4 of the same girls every day, did it too. But usually when it was brought to the principal, when your mom went up to the school or whatever, it stopped. The bullying stopped. None of that, everything, all that was over with. And it was done. And that actually,
All right, now look.
90% of the time, the bullies, y'all became friends. They wound up being one of your best friends. Now it's a whole nother level. Now it's a whole nother level because people is bullying you to the point that you can't take it no more. Folks is bullying you to the point that we have babies that are committing suicide. Babies. You got grown adults that can't take it. They cannot deal with it.
That's exactly what he's doing.
And you got people out here misconstruing, she must have did this, or he must have did that, or such and such a. Why does it got to be that person did something? Why can't it just be, let's cut the bullshit. Let's help them. Let's find out why they're hurting, why they're going through what they're going through. We don't help each other. We don't help each other. You know why molesters get away with shit in the black community with their families and stuff? You know why they get away with it for so long? Because you got the mom, the dad, the sisters, the uncles, the grandparents. Everybody knows that Uncle George over there, or Uncle Tony, or Uncle whatever you want to call him, is a molester, is a pedophile. Everybody in the family knows that. He right there at the family reunion, you see him. Ooh, honey, you can get Vic over there. Ooh, wee, little girl, where you get that booty from? And ain't not one person checked him when he's saying this about a 10-year-old. Or about a 13-year-old. Now, one person is checking him. And everybody keeping a secret. And they know the second their head is turned or something, that he's sitting up there messing around with cousin Susie, or cousin Kim, or cousin Karen, or cousin Tony, or cousin Jean. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that he has been messing around with these children all this time, but y'all still inviting them to family reunions. Y'all still doing this. In the black community, we know this, but you know what? We keep it silent. Because that when it do get out and you go and talk about it, you find out that Aunt Josephine he did it to her. And Aunt Josephine now in her 30s. And you realize that, what? Uncle George molested Aunt Josephine? And then you sit up there and then you see Aunt Karen say it happened to me too. And you're like, what? It happened to Aunt Karen too? Because we keep it quiet. We don't say anything. We don't do anything about it. And y'all wandering around. You wondering why all these hurt women is around here. You wondering why you got women wanting to, they showing their bodies. You wondering why you got little girls that's emulating this, that want this and everything, because ain't nobody doing a goddamn thing about it. Nobody's saying nothing. And then you wonder why that little girl who used to be so sweet, we say, ooh, she was so sweet. Oh my God, she was just the most beautifulest child there is and had a heart. And she grow up to be, and them don't even know why when she going through her teens and everything. Oh, she cursed out the teacher. Oh, she cursed out her grandma. Oh, she's and don't realize that's a child that's crying out for help, and ain't nobody in the family tried to help them. Nobody in the family tried to do anything about it. Everybody wondering, why is she suffering? Why? And then she grow up to be an adult. She grow up to be an adult, and worse, even worse. Now can't nobody tell her nothing. Everybody around, they want them to hurt and all this stuff. You know why? Because that was my sister. That was my sister that went through that. God rest her soul. She not here now. And she went through everything up under been dealing with, she had to fight with drug addiction since she was 13 years old. 13. That's a long ass time. A long ass time. You know how old she would be now? If she was alive? February 28th is her birthday. February 28th is her birthday, and she would have been turning 49 years old. We just a year apart. In April, I'll be 50. She be turning 49. In April, I'll be turning 50. And her children, they had to deal with that. They had to deal with the abuse. They had to deal with a mom that didn't love them, because she cared more about the drugs and everything else and about going around everybody. If you ask my kids, if you ever ask any one of them, have they ever been to a family reunion? Please, the younger ones probably say a family reunion. What is a family reunion? I don't even think they may not even know what a family reunion is. You know why? Because I never went to one. We never been to one. My older kids go to them. You know why I didn't go to them? Because somebody got to make it stop. You can't keep letting history repeat itself, because I knew of the child molesters in the family. When his cousin such and such gonna be there, his cousin Joe gonna be there, his uncle Tony gonna be there, is such and such. Hell no, I'm not going. I'm not risking that. I'm not putting my kids into that. We're not doing that. So I never went. Family members would call me and they would say, Gina, can we come and get the kids? So the kids go, oh hell no. No. Now once they grown, they can do whatever they want to do. They can do whatever they want to do. They can go wherever they want to. But it is my job to protect them. And we don't do it. And history keeps repeating itself, and it keeps repeating itself. This is why we have so many of our children, so many young adults, all hating each other, hating themselves. They don't love themselves. If you don't love yourself, you don't know how to love somebody else. This is how abuse takes place. And this is why it keeps repeating itself, and it keeps repeating itself, and it keeps repeating itself over and over again until somebody somewhere makes change. Somebody somewhere got to make change. When are we going to do it? It starts with you. But it ain't going to start with you. It's going to end with you. And it won't end with you if you don't start loving you. And that is the problem. It's so hard for us to love ourselves because people have imprinted up in here that you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing, you ain't about nothing. And then you carry that on. You carry that on to your children. You notice you talk to them how, because I used to have to, when I would get so mad at my kids, I wouldn't spank them. I wouldn't spank them. I'd just be like, get out of my face. Get out. That was my favorite word. Get the hell out of my face. And that reason why that was because I never wanted to hit them or say things that I could not take back. I never want to. You should never whoop a child when you're angry, because things get out of hand, they get out of control. So you should never fuss and argue at your children when you're angry. Wait till you calm down and then have a talk, because guess what? Your mindset is going to be different. You're going to be able to focus. See, when I calmed down, if they did or said something that got me so angry, and I waited and I calmed down, I was focused. And then I could talk to them like a human being. I could talk to them like a mother to a child, and that child not feel broken and not feel threatened. We got to start making a change. We got to make a change. Things is just, this is why I pray every day. This is why I pray over me. This is why I pray over my children. We got to make it better. It's not going to get better on its own. We got to make it better. I don't understand why. Y'all, I'm going to have to go out and come back in because I really want to see a lot of the comments. And I'm not getting any of the comments. I got 48 people on here, 29 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. But I don't know why my comments is not coming in. So I'm going to go out the live and then I'm going to come back. So you all are welcome to come back and have some more conversation with the Queen. I love you guys. Mwah.